An Post is set to raise prices on its stamps from 72 cents to €1, and there has been talk of closing up to 80 rural post offices as well. This is to raise funds for its €10 million a week wage bill for its 9,600 employees. Instead of raising prices for a product that is being quickly overtaken by email, perhaps instead they should downsize the number of staff they have at sorting centres and lower wages. I have a friend who worked in one of An Post's sorting offices for over 10 years, and he believes it to be one of the most inefficient and deplorable places to work, with outrageous amounts of waste. This is all anecdotal evidence, but I'm quite convinced by my source. He told me that when he started, there was no training. New hires were told, there's the scanning machine, scan in at the start of the day and scan it out at the end of the day. What you do in between is none of our business. He said that post was hand sorted by workers for far too long, and that automation only ever began to take place in around about the mid-noughties. He told me that despite the improved efficiency from all this automation, that staff numbers and work hours were not cut at all, despite the increased efficiency. This was because of the strength of the union and its insistence in looking after workers first. He said that they were paid disturbance money whenever there was building or roadworks taking place nearby. However, the workers were never disturbed by any of this noise. They just received big fat checks, sometimes to the value of €1,500. Why, you ask? Because of the unions and the amazing deals that they wrangled out of the government. He said the sorting depot was filled with drunks, alcoholics, gamblers, drug addicts. He told me that employees often showed up to work intoxicated, or got intoxicated at work. He saw workers going to their cars on break and drinking shoulders of vodka. He also saw workers dumping naggins of vodka into their drinks at work and sipping them throughout the day. He said there was an enabling mentality in the management. He told me that there were many times when management would cover up for people who are obviously intoxicated to help them keep their jobs. People would have brawls. They would also even berate and antagonize managers and still not be fired. In fact, the only reason people were even fired was for stealing. Do you think that this would happen in a private company? No. That place would have been run into the ground years ago. But since it's a public company, this kind of ridiculous carry-on is allowed to continue indefinitely. In the private sector, professionalism is intrinsically connected to the bottom line. In public sector, professionalism is a suggestion. So there you have it. The price of stamps is going to rise, and the number of post offices available in rural Ireland may just fall in order to subsidise a bunch of drunks, gamblers and addicts and let them do next to nothing all day. Postage is a thing of the past. Send emails and let companies use alternative services like City Post to send you mail until the archaic postal service of An Post is finally put out of its misery.